Blog Talk Radio.
In the name of Brahman, the Supreme, the All-Powerful, one and only true Lord, and I'm in new trust as the Republican Mentellect, the real 144,000 is being gathered in this day and time. The Mentalists, the Almond race, the Bright race. Good evening, I'm your host, the intellectual Newman Menkares. This is Mentellect Radio, and tonight we're going to be discussing why all numbers equal zero except for one. Why all numbers equal zero except one? Because anything that is not one is valueless. Anything when you try to act like something doesn't sum up to one thing, anything before or after that has no value. One is the most important number, the only number that matters. When you are out and you say you compete in a race, let's say you compete in a race. Let's say you compete in a race, whether it's a foot race or whatever race you're competing in. Do you want to come in last? Do you want to come in second? Do you want to come in third or fourth? Or do you want to come in first? You tell me. You tell me where you want to come in at. Somebody tell me, where you want to come at? You want to come in second? You want to come in third? You want to come in last? Or do you want to come in first? Okay, you want to win. So that's all that matters. That's the ultimate and only number that counts. Nothing else counts. There is no 2. There is no 3. There is no 4. There is no 5. There is only 0 and 1. Anything that is not 1 is 0. Anything that is not primary is nothing. 1 is the prime number. Number 1. Nothing else matters. You see, that's how life is. Life works like this because, see, too many people think, because they listen to the beast tell you, oh, there's nothing wrong with coming in second place or third place or coming in or failing at something. He tells you that. Everybody's not meant to be a winner, but they want to be winners. They make all of these different places up, yet they don't want to hold those places. They don't want to be second-class citizens. They don't want to be no-class citizens. They don't want to be third or fourth-class citizens. It's only first class or, top class or whatever they say, first-class citizens. That's all everybody care about. Why do you think that is? Why do you think that is? Answer, because, again, these things don't matter. These numbers other than 1 don't matter. 1 is the total. 1 is the whole. 1 is the complete power. So if I start parceling off bits and pieces after that, then that's what? I'm weakening that 1. I'm weakening the 1. I'm weakening the 1. And I am forcing smaller pieces of the 1 to be parceled out to the people. When I want the total, the 1 in totality, this is what I want. I don't want anything other than the whole, the totality. Which do you want? If somebody comes and gives you a whole pizza, they'll say, okay, well, I'm going to give you a quart. I'm going to give you the whole thing. I'll start taking out slices and giving you, lesser pieces of it. Right? Or I give you nothing. What do you want? You want the whole pizza, or you want pieces of the pizza? Okay? So that tells you something right there. Right? That tells you something right there. Nobody cares if it's not number 1. Nobody's concerned with number 2. Nobody cares about number 3. Nobody remembers number 2 and 3 or those who lost. You only remember who won. 1 is the only number. 0 is not even a number. 0 is nothing. It sums up to nothing. 1 is the only something. And anything that's not 1 is nothing. Do I make myself clear? Anything that is not 1 is nothing. Because in this life there's only number 1. Like I told you, there's no number 2. There's no number 3. There's no 0. There's no loss. Either you win or you don't. Either you succeed or you don't. That's why when I tell bronze people, I say, yo, man, ain't no such thing as equality. Because equality means you have to split what you have with other people, and people just ain't doing that.
Why do all numbers equal 0 except 1? Because 1 is the only number that's real. It's the only prime number that sums up to something. Everything else that's not 1 is 0. Because the minute you start going 2, 3, 4, you are separating, or you are making 1 smaller. Multiple numbers means you're making 1 smaller. You're taking from 1. You're making 1 lesser than what it is. What does 1 represent? The total, the whole, the continual, the constant, the omnipresent, the omnipotent, the omnipotent, the all. What does 0 represent? Nothing. Nothing. It sums up to nothing. And that's what you black people are under. And that's what Negroes like you, submental Negroes like y'all are under. 0. We are the ones being raised in the image of Amen as the Amen race, who sets the system this way the Amen did, to determine who are the useful ones and who are the useless ones. That's really how life is decided on this planet, who is projected and who is rejected. Why was it set up this way? To find out who has the living power and who is the living parasite, the weak one.
Mentellect, rising out the black race to the white race, out the black race to the white race. It's the Republic of Mentellect, black race to the white race. If it's hell, Amen, then it's hell us. They tried everything just to spell us. Fed us religion, gave us fake gods. Through all of that, we beat the odds. Now we coming together under one flag. Colors red, gold, and blue.